So it's recently come to light that you and your partner may be headed in two different directions. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Hello Taurus, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is a timeless reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anywhere that Taurus falls in your chart. Crosswatchers are also welcome, and my intention for this reading is to help you come into better alignment with your highest good in this moment. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. First card out is the Two of Cups. So this is likely going to be a relationship reading. You and your special person are feeling good about things. You may have just recently made this commitment to one another, or it could just be an indication that that's the topic that we're talking about today. If you've been together for a while, things are feeling good. Well, maybe I spoke too soon because we have the Chariot coming out in reverse here as part of the challenge, along with the Knight of Pentacles. There's someone in this partnership, or strongly influencing your partnership with this person, who is dead set on a particular path. They're very determined. They're already committed to something, heading towards something that is okay. My first instinct with the Chariot in reverse here is that it's an indication that that's out of alignment with each other. So when the Chariot is in the upright, that's two different sphinxes carrying the Chariot forward. I'm talking about the Rider-Waite imagery. This is obviously a different deck than that. This is the Darkwood Tarot. Okay. So it could be an indication that the challenge is that a long-time commitment of you or the other person is showing up as a rift between you because you're heading in two different directions. That could definitely be the case. It could also be that I was picking up on another energy. Let me give it a minute for me to pick back up on that. With the Chariot in reverse, it's also something that's not coming together yet, something that hasn't yet materialized, that has the potential to... Okay, right. If this is a new relationship, then I think the Chariot in reverse is more likely the getting to know you stage and deciphering the different elements of your individual visions for your future, that you're figuring out where you come together and where you diverge. So it's not necessarily, like, if you've been together a long time, I think that the Chariot as a challenge in the reverse could be more of an indication of separation, potential for separation, because you're headed in two different directions. If you're newly getting together, it's more likely that well, it could be the same. It honestly could. But I think it's more likely if you're newly together that it's just an indication of figuring out what sort of a relationship this is going to be. Where is it going to take you? You're not yet aligned. Like, your paths haven't committed to one another in a way that you're like definitely moving in the same direction. Yeah, it's still like the getting to know you stage. Alright. Show me your focus. Where is Taurus putting their focus throughout this situation? What are we paying the most attention to? Stress, worry. The Nine of Swords says that you're having sleepless nights. You're stressed out about something. Potential deception, or just what you don't know. You're afraid of someone sneaking off and doing something that you're not aware of with the Seven of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. In the recent past, we have the Ace of Swords, and I also feel fear, secondarily, a little slip of the tongue, but maybe meaningful in the recent past, that this is also an indication of a validation of the way that I was just interpreting of potential wrongdoing. There's some sort of truth, though, that's represented in the Ace of Swords in the upright in the recent past. A realization, a eureka moment, an aha moment. If there was some sort of big revelation or important conversation that happened in the recent past, then this is an indication from Spirit that they were telling the truth, or the truth was told. It could be the truth about this path that the person is on, the commitment that they've made, that you're finding out is not the direction that you want to head, so you feel like you love this person, you care about them, but you're not aligned with their long-term goals, and so that's stressing you the fuck out. The reason this is all happening is Emperor energy, so to bring you into alignment with a divine masculine figure, or to bring that characteristic more strongly out of yourself. This is mastery over all four elements of the tarot in the sense of the yang energy of the going out and getting it, going out and making things happen, making your influence on the world. It could be that you're meant to go through this to make space for that person in your life. It could be that this is an indication that the person who is on their journey diverging from your path is following their own path to becoming the best version of themselves, and that it's their own personal truth. They are correct that that's where they're meant to go. It's going to be really good for them, and that might not include you. Or you might have to make significant life changes in order to remain aligned with them, because they're heading in a direction that's currently not aligned with yours. Show me the near future. How does this story unfold for Taurus? Okay. The world energy says that there's major endings so that new beginnings can happen. Some sort of huge chapter ending, closing the book on the last stage of your life and opening up a new, fresh, blank page, walking through that portal and shedding the past version of you. It could mean that you're also saying goodbye to people, but it's not necessarily so. It's just maybe the big changes that you're making are to remain together and committed with this person. It is a fresh new start for you, and we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck when that comes out, so you're feeling very emotionally grounded and likely feeling good about the outcome. I feel like we'll see what other cards come out. That was just a hint. Okay, yeah. It's an emotionally grounding experience for you, but the next card that's come out is the Five of Cups, which is a surprise. It's coming out in the surprise position, and it is processing a loss. So, unfortunately, the way this story is headed, the Tower at the bottom of the deck to underscore the destabilizing influence that this is going to feel like. But the way that it shows up in your life is unexpected. And I mean, obviously, if you're hearing it from me and then it happens, maybe you're still kind of hoping that this isn't true for you and it's not going to end up that way. If it does, I'm sincerely sorry. I don't like to bring through bad news. I don't want you guys to go through difficult times. But it's part of the human experience. I know that. And I just hope that by giving you the heads up here, at least you feel acknowledged and seen by the spirit world, that your higher self, your guardian angels, your passed on loved ones, they see you and they know what you're going through. So you can feel not so alone, perhaps, in this recognition of the pain that you're experiencing or about to go through, this difficult time that you're kind of stressing about and thinking it might happen. It looks like it's going to happen, but just hearing about it from me now in a tarot reading is proof enough to you that your spirit team is giving me this information. They're there. They know about it. That means they're watching you. Like they're witnessing what's happening in your life, and they really are there for you. Show me hopes and fears. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. You don't want it all to be for nothing. You've really been raked over the coals here. You've gone through difficult times where you've stuck it out, and you remained, I want to say, like, you left your hat in the ring. That's kind of an old metaphor, but if you get it, you get it. It's like you stayed in the effort past the point that it was like other people would have left, and you feel the disappointment of, like, what was it all for? So I think that speaks for itself. It's also your internal resistance to the ending, not wanting it to be over. Show me how this all turns out. Based on Taurus' current trajectory, the way that this all ends up is with the Three of Pentacles reversed. So not quite a clear relationship ending, but it is an indication of not contributing to the group. Now I'll give you a few examples of how I see this affecting the story or fitting with the story. It could be that you find out that someone that you've been collaborating with wasn't giving their best, and you decide to back out of the arrangement and no longer be a co-contributor with them. It could be that they are withdrawing. They previously committed to, like, you've put your time and efforts into something, maybe even money into something, and they committed saying, I'm going to do my part, and we can't pull off this whole goal unless we're both in it together. And they could be the one pulling out of the agreement and saying, I'm no longer going to be in this arrangement, and I'm backing out of our commitment, our agreement. It could also be that you're finding out that someone that you are co-creating something with isn't giving their best. So they might not back out of it, but it might be a realization that this isn't going to work. This isn't going to give me the result that I'm looking for, because here I am contributing my best to a situation, and the other people involved or person involved isn't able to or willing to contribute their best. So the end result of whatever it is we're creating together is subpar. It's not up to my standards. It's less than what I deserve. So am I going to contribute, or am I going to continue contributing to something that I know the end result is going to be crap, or it's going to be less than what I deserve or what I want? Why would I give my best when someone else, their contribution is lacking, and I'm left suffering because of their contributing not as well as I am? What advice do we have for Taurus? How can Taurus come into alignment with their highest good in this moment? Two of Wands reversed. You are at a crossroads. You're choosing whether or not to take the new path. The advice from Spirit is to not take the new path. Stay on the path that you were originally on. Don't diverge from where you were headed. You were headed in the right direction toward a divine masculine. I know that's not everyone's goal, but I think this is specifically a relationship reading. So you're headed toward someone who is a worthy contributor to a relationship. And you're going to be presented with an opportunity to take a new path. Like, you're out of alignment with someone who's headed on a certain direction. This Knight of Pentacles character is going to say, well, why don't you, like, I know that you're currently headed in a different direction than me, but instead, why don't you come on my path with me? And the advice is to not do that. So I'm going to leave the reading there. I think the message has come through that needed to come through. I hope it helped. Rely on your own intuition over a tarot reading always. This is a general reading. It's not specific one-on-one. And I believe moreover than a tarot reading, you should always follow your own internal guidance. That's what you're meant to do in this life, in terms of how I see life and the way things work in this world. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, you guys. I do hope it helped. Take care, and I will see you back next time.